Hi guys, good afternoon. Welcome back once again to the EdWord and welcome to another delayed episode review. In today's video, I will be doing my episode review for this is a force of habit. I usually say the most recent episode, but in this case, this is going to be two the episode from 2 weeks ago of Zoo, which was titled Yellow Brick Road. So that episode is from about 2 weeks ago. I'm sure most of you have seen it or are caught up on it. But for those of you who may be a little behind by a couple of episodes, like I was, and I just caught up on this episode just now, this is my episode review for it and what I thought of it. As usual, please be warned that there will be big spoilers to follow in this particular review video. So those of you who have seen it and know what happened, please keep on watching and listening. Those of you who have not seen this episode yet, do not keep watching and listening, as I will be ruining it for you. So you have been warned. That being said, another very, very good episode with a lot of interesting reveals and that super shocking ending that was like literally the last 15 seconds of the episodes, but I'll get to that. So, what was funny enough is that this episode was about Jackson now trying to find his father, whom he found out has actually been alive this whole time. The episode title itself, Yellow Brick Road, is appropriate enough considering that both Jackson and his father are both named Oz. Which I just thought was a clever tie-in, so that was good. And then the title also had other significant meaning as well, because for a while there, I really thought, oh no, Jackson is starting to go crazy, becoming more animalistic and more of a mutant, and now he's attacked a hospital. Are there any casualties? No fatalities, just injuries. And then Mitch and Abraham pursue him while the ladies stay behind. Oh, thank God for Russians being distrustful, because, of course, when they had a private phone conversation with Robert Oz, they, of course, traced him because they're Russians, and that's what they do. Sorry, I don't mean to sound like I'm generalizing. In the world of film and TV, that's what they do. Let me clarify. And now it seems our team has at least encouraged the defense minister, not the leader of Russia, but the defense minister, who probably has the Russian president's ear, about not supporting the no objective. And Russia has a pretty big part to play in the execution of that plan, because they have such a large country to cover, and it would require so much gas to cover it. The no objective can't really go through without the Russian support or non-support. So now it seems our team, for the moment, has convinced the Russians not to support the no objective, which will hopefully delay the no objective and allow them enough time to, either find Jackson or either find the Sabretooth and create a cure. And because Jackson is now absolutely determined to find his father above anything else, he seems to have just completely left the team. And then he led Mitch and Abraham on this elaborate chase where they came into this random woman's house, and at first they didn't understand, but then they pieced, and then it made so much sense at the end of all of it. When Jackson was looking through the blood vials and the hospital files, the hospital that he attacked, he found a local woman who had been bitten by her pet parakeet and thus was also carrying the ghost gene. She has the exact same thing that Jackson has. So now she can be his replacement in terms of being the cure incubator, as Mitch called it. So that was pretty cool. I thought, okay, well, that makes a lot of sense now that they put it that way. So now the team can get back on course, so to speak, although I'm sure they would prefer to have Jackson along. But, of course, now he's off on his own to find his dad. I'm also glad that Jackson is letting Abraham know that he does forgive him and that they're closer than friends. After all these years, they've become like brothers. And I was hoping that something like, I was hoping he would say something like that, because Abraham, I know, just feels terrible about feeling like he betrayed Jackson. But I think Jackson also understood why Abraham did what he did, which is probably why it was easy for him to forgive him. And then this episode also answered some questions that normally aren't answered until the following episode. In this episode, the question or the possibility was revealed, and then it was later answered. I suspected that Dariella, her name is, the soldier, I suspected that she was pregnant, and that's what was actually revealed in her blood test. Not that she has the ghost gene or that she's infected, which is why the horses went after her and nobody else. I suspected it was because she was pregnant. Not during the horse attack, but when she got her blood results. And then she is telling everybody that she was telling the rest of the team that the horses only went after her because everybody else must have in her group must have had the virus, but in reality she was pregnant. So maybe being pregnant, animals can sense that in humans, and maybe they know that they don't want any more humans around, and that's why they attack. I don't know, but it did confirm my suspicion. I'm like, she and Abraham had their little fling. I wonder if there's going to be any aftermath to that. And sure enough, there seems to be, because now she's pregnant, and she hasn't really told anybody except Mitch's stepmother slash lover, who quickly figured it out, but of course isn't going to say anything until Dariella says something. So now Dariella's put in a position as to whether or not she A, wants to keep it, B, tell Abraham, or C, make up her own mind, because she even told her that I've got a lot of decisions to make, but I guess it also gives me an incentive to fight like hell for the future, and she has an absolutely good point. So she's got some decisions to make, and I hope she makes her decisions soon, because it feels like Abraham has a right to know that he's going to be a dad, or he could be. So we'll see how that turns out. I also loved how throughout the whole episode everybody kept hinting to Jamie that she should really be with Mitch, because the old woman could see what was going on between them, and of course Kelly also could tell, even though she revealed to Jamie, I have a confession to make, I'm still in love with Mitch, and I know that hurts you, and I'm sorry, but I still love him because I want to be truthful here. But she can also tell that Jamie also loves Mitch, even though she continues to try to deny it. So hopefully, I'm not saying I want to see Kelly die or anything, but I do want to see Mitch and Jamie become reunited, so to speak, and officially become a thing, even though they never really have officially been a thing. Why do I suddenly care about this? It's because I like the characters. That's why. I normally don't care about these kind of things, but when it's characters that I like, I'd start to care. So, but overall, very good episode. And talking about the final 15 seconds of the episode, we're like, okay, well, Robert has escaped the safe house. The team has made it there. There's nobody there. Jackson is willing to turn himself in exchange for seeing his father. Davies decides to kill Jackson when Robert seems to be missing. And then all of a sudden, before Jackson can open the door handle, when the sniper is supposed to take him out, his dad appears and says, "We should run." So now the next episode, which has already aired about a week ago, and I'm looking forward to seeing it, is what happens next. Are Jackson and his father Robert, now that they're reunited, are they going to attempt to rejoin Jackson's allies, go off on their own, or try to stop Davies on their own? It's hard to say, but it sure is exciting. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me once again on another delayed episode review here on the EdWord. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one. Stay tuned for later today, as I will be most likely be posting several more videos. Don't forget to check out my Facebook page in the description down below. I think you'll like what you see. Zoo is slowly counting down to the end of its second season. I believe there are 2 more episodes to go until there are 2 more episodes left in this season. It premieres every Tuesday night on CBS. Check it out. It's great. Thanks again for watching, guys. And if I don't see you again until next time, may the Force be with you.